Good morning, guys. I am Sandeep Kumar Reddy from Engineers Competitive Training Academy. Let me tell you, this is one book all in one which is prepared in a pictorial format. This whole book is in pictorial format. More than 3000 pictures have been made. In this, physics, chemistry, biology, as well as general knowledge, all static GK has been given. This book alone costs 1300 rupees. People are asking, sir, why it is so costly? So, this is all color pages for the pictorial remembrance. If you want, you can directly take all these questions, army related, any kind of SSC also you will find in this book. One of the best book I had prepared, guys. All questions have come from this book only. There is no doubt about it. If you want, you can directly have a look. This is army GD and technical, and we have nursing as well as for clerk and different exams. You just have a look into playlist. The books are very costly because the content has been made in a colorful format, so obviously it costs more. So let us see what questions are being given in this technical paper of 15th of January. Don't underestimate playlist. Have a look into playlist. Do not subscribe. I'm not asking you to subscribe. I just want to have a look into playlist, then go further whatever the papers you want for free of cost. So the questions have been asked like this. In the case of chemistry, if we start, they have asked bleaching powder. We know we use this bleaching powder in bathrooms and places. The chemical name has been asked. The chemical name is something, as you can see, CaOCl2. And we have the beverages like cold drinks and all. In that aerated beverages, carbon dioxide is used. The chemical formula is CO2. And we have something called as iron. We know iron is ferrous. The chemical name of ferrous is Fe. And we have something related to how you separate. Here it is very well known that it is very easy. As you can see here, the gas can be separated easily from the water. It is possible by heating or boiling. So obviously, once you start heating, automatically the water will happen, gets heated, like it gets heated and the evaporation occurs. So it can be easily make into the form of gas and then further evaporates. Now we have the proton charges have been asked. So the charge of proton is positive. In the case of electron is negative, and in the case of neutron is it's plus or minus. That is, we can call it as 0. So do not underestimate this. Next we have called, that is the gas used in aeroplane tires. So normally we use nitrogen gas because it gives the cooling effect. Normal air, if we fill the normal air in the this aeroplane tire, it may burst with the pressure. So that is the reason why all these vehicles of 4 wheels nowadays they made it with nitrogen, because of the heat in our nation. If you go to so like Saudi and all these desert area where you must have the nitrogen only, otherwise your car tire get busted. Increasing the temperature of the substance, the speed of its molecule, what happens? So if we start raising the temperature of any substance, their movement of the molecules automatically increases. Now we have something called as gasoline and kerosene. These are the secondary fuels. You must know the primary fuels also. Like we have the coal and all, which has taken just from the, so you can call it as crude oil. They are all primary. When it comes to cornea, we know eye donation. This eye donation, something we donate the eye. It's not the eyeball. We give only outer layer of the cornea. What we give. So this book, as you can see, army, GD, and tradesman related. All these questions are also there in corner of this columns. Whoever has taken the books, whoever has written the examination of my subscribers, just comment in the section, sir, how many questions you have attempted, because I knew all these content has come from this book as well as my all-in-one. Even the technical book, as you can see here, This is the technical book we have. So technical book is something very important. All previous papers have been given in this. We have nursing and as well as SSC also, and we have clerk. So very important. Go through playlist and have a look into all videos if you are preparing for further examinations. Now we have something called as, it is very important. So whatever has been given in this, you just have a look into it, and it's very helpful for you. So something called, next we can see here, the effect of adding impurities to materials during the ductility process. You know what is ductility process? You're wearing the ornaments, that is one type of ductile metal. So in that, what we should add, copper has to be added. The more you add the impurities, the greater the shape it can be. So that is the reason why we add the copper, to make the gold stronger. So this is very important. And next we have, in this, the question has been asked in such a manner. The question is asked in such a manner like, what will happen? It will increase and decrease the ductility process by adding more. If you add more also, the ductility process will go wrong actually. Now we have something called mineral oils. Example is petroleum is one type of mineral oil. And we have something called as nuclear force. The nuclear of the nucleus bound together in this process. So overall you must know about the nuclear force in this nucleus bound together. And if the temperature of the boiling point of the water is 100 degrees centigrade in Celsius, when it comes to the Kelvin scale, you know that you have to add on plus 273.15. So in this case, that is to be remembered. So 100 plus 273, then it goes to 373.15 Kelvin. Now we have nuclear mass. The total count of neutrons as well as protons is known as nucleus mass. Now we have the lightest gas they are asking. I understand lightest element is hydrogen, gas also hydrogen. If asked the lightest metal, then it is lithium. Now it comes to the gunpowder. We know that gunpowder is a mixture of, now we have the air is also a mixture. The same as usual, gunpowder is also a mixture. All this in chemistry, it has been given in a pictorial format. How it has been explained, you can directly see the periodic tables, and further the whatever the acid and everything, what you have in banana and everything like pH values has been given. Don't underestimate this book. Now we have something called water. It's a compound. The state of the substance at high temperature is known as resilience. See, if we have the something with the greater temperature, that is known as resilience. And we have relegation also. On skating, the ices is process possible only with the relegation process only. Now we have 6 protons and 6 neutrons and 6 electrons. The atomic number of them is obviously 6 is the right answer. Now we have the physics related questions. Very important. The mirror which is used in the barber or saloon, that is concave mirror. We know that the total number of colors with the white light it get dispersed is 7. So very important, do not underestimate. We know that VIBGY are violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. So these are the 7 colors which are split into 7. The recoil of the gun is there. The recoil of the gun is possible only, we know that how exactly it happens. The recoil of the gun works on the third law of Newton's. So this is what exactly occurs. Swimming also the same. So force of gravity is lowest on the earth. It's at equator, it is like 9.8. When it goes to the pole, like gravity and all these things you have to remember. It's like the force of gravity at the center of the earth is 0. When it comes to the gravity, it becomes very less. Now we have something called, the swimming is possible only by the third law of motion, that is Newton. And we have something called as iron and wood. Together they are dropped from the same height and it reaches in the same time. It doesn't affect any kind of weight. The law of buoyancy is possible. It is only possible when the liquid displaced by the body is equal to the mass of the body. Then obviously it automatically floats. Then only it is possible. When it comes to the conversion of energy, in automobiles from chemical energy into mechanical energy. So you know about that. It is the only, as we can see, in a mechanical energy format. In automobiles it is possible. So this kind of electric motor, we can, that engine also we can call it as, so that takes the chemical, that is petrol, and it goes ahead. Now we have the room temperature get increases if you keep your refrigerator open in your room. So it increases the temperature, not the decreasing. So that is the reason why in other places like Canada and other places, they just open the refrigerator. Calcium is not a plastic. The power of the lens is measured in the diopter. So we know the diopter is indicated with the D. Law of conservation of heat. In this process, the energy can neither be created nor destroyed. So another, that is the gas is used in beverages is carbon dioxide. Nuclear fission process, we knew that neutrons collide with one another in this process. And you must know electrons around the atom. Inside, neutrons as well as protons are present. Color of the light is determined by its wavelength, which is indicated in lambda. Now we have something called water. So we knew that the water exists in solid, ice, liquid water, and gaseous state, vapor state. And we have the unit of electric power. In electric power is measured in the watt. And we have something called as coolant oil, which is put inside the engine of the oil, which the it acts as a moderator in engine for moving of the. Instead, if you don't put the coolant oil, you have to keep on putting the water again and again wherever you go to the long journey in the vehicle. So you better put the coolant oil adequate, with which you don't have any engine heating problem. Before you used to see the converter of the electrical energy into mechanical energy, that is possible in electric motor. Fluidity, we knew that viscosity, viscous liquids all are like sticky type. So honey, oil, and all are these viscous liquids only. Opposite of this is fluidity, which gets clipped. The reflection of light is always makes an acute angle. We know that it just, if we fall on the rays will fall like this and it moves upper. So that will happen in acute angle format. When it comes to the angular momentum, it's a vector quantity. Even the velocity also vector quantity. Now we have something called the ray reflects in an opposite direction. So whatever the rays we have, it gets reflected in opposite direction. That is the reason once the light falls on one surface and it gets directly reflected in this normal will be in like this. Like we have something reflected ray, that is incident ray, reflected ray. In center, whatever the, if it is like 45 degrees and 45 degrees, so total is 90 degrees. At the center it will be normal ray. So this is happens in the same medium only. So opposite direction where it gets reflected. The rate of change of displacement is known as velocity. Instead of displacement, if they have been given as a distance, then it will be like speed. The formula of Kelvin scale, you must know about this Kelvin and Celsius. We have Reaumur scales. So the different scales are there. C minus 0 by 100 is equal to F minus 32 divided by 180. Like that, Fahrenheit scale, Kelvin scale, as well as the Celsius scale and Reaumur scale. There are 4 scales you must know. You must know the formulas also. Now we have something called general knowledge. Very important. It's a very easy questions. The first Governor General has been asked. If they had asked first Governor General, that is Lord Mountbatten. If they asked who is the first Governor General after independent of India, or first Indian Governor General, then obviously Rajaji, Rajgopalachari. But here it has been asked first Governor General of India, that is Lord Mountbatten. And full form of World Health Organization has been asked. You know, Ukraine war is happening with Russia. So Ukraine capital has been asked, that is Kyiv, Kyiv. International Yoga Day on 21st June, it is celebrated. Cuttack, we know about that. It is a district which is there in Odisha. So very important, guys. And we have next is Qatar, which is located in Asian continent. Mahatma Gandhi was against industrialization process, and it is, as we know, that Subhash Chandra Bose was like towards this, but Mahatma Gandhi was against this process. And Bombay is famous for the monument as well as iconical structure. If you go and see, you'll find nice iconical structural buildings over there. When it comes to reasoning part, so 21, 26, 31, 36, 41, 46, 51, 56, the difference is just among all, it is 20, 30, 40, 50. So 10 is difference, that is to be remembered. Mango is a fruit, obviously mango is a fruit, and potato is a vegetable. Democracy is written in this format, and rest you have to write this one in the this format. And we can see here, cobbler uses leather and tailor uses what? Cloth. That is very important. When it comes to the Konkan coast is there in the Goa, obviously comes under the Konkan coast. Even so, it's not the coast, it is a language also. Goa, in Goa, Konkani language is spoken. Dongri is spoken in, it's not Dogri, Dongri, Dongri. So it is spoken in the Jammu and Kashmir. Hospital is coded at like this, and the postal can be coded like this. It is very easy. You have to just HOSPITAL 32574619, just replaced with this, that's it. Odd one has to be identified: blue, green, red, and color. In this case, color, obviously these are the colors, so this one is the odd one. So when it comes to 11, 16, 21 plus 5, that is what we call 26. 21 plus 5, 26 plus 5, 31. That is the answer. Mathematics, you can see very easy questions. For these, I'll solve in a paper, and I'll make one mathematics video separately after a few days. Then you can directly take those material. If you want, you can purchase from me. You can just have a look of whatever the mathematics questions have come. Very easy questions have been given. Very nice, one of the best content. I have even prepared in playlist. Have a look into playlist. Thank you. Have a good day. If you have any kind of queries, you can directly call me. This is my mobile number is 7667302252. You can directly call me. So this book, you can see how exactly the book has been made. It's a full of pictorial format. So don't underestimate this. That is the reason why I'm charging 30 minute rupees. Have a good day. Have a great life.